Hi, my name is Matt from Fairway Mortgage. This video is about interest rate and cost. So the purpose is to help you better understand mortgage rates and also how to shop to get the best deal on your mortgage. The first concept that I'm going to go over is interest rate and cost. It is a misconception to think that the lowest rate is always the best deal. What you need to understand is every day there's a par rate. So, and a good analogy that I use is that let's say you're shopping for a brand new Toyota Camry, which is basically like a commodity. You can go to 10 dealerships. One might have a slightly lower rate than the next. But overall, the price is very similar. Now, that's the same thing kind of like par rate. The par rate where you go is going to be very close. One might have a slightly lower rate than the next. When you can take a lower rate on a mortgage, but you have to pay money to get it, and how much you're paying is important to understand if you're getting the best deal. So in this example, I'm just going to give a quick example. Let's say today's par rate is 4.125. That means you don't pay any money in, you don't get any money back to take it. You can take 3.5 rate, but it's going to cost you 2.114 points. You take points times the loan amount. That's how points is basically 1% of the loan amount. 1 point is 1% of the loan amount. So in this case, 2.114 is 2.114% of the loan amount. So depending on what the loan amount is, that's how much you pay in to get that rate. So when you see rates advertised, you can, did you get, let's say people get obsessed with rate. And for example, they want to tell their neighbor they got 2.99, but they don't want to tell their neighbor what they paid to get it. So that's an important concept. When you're comparing rates, you need to know the total cost. So you can also take money a higher rate and get money back. This is kind of also the concept of down payment assistance works in a similar way. You can get extra money free, but you got to pay in rate to get it in most cases. So that's the general concept of lower rate does not mean better deal. It could be, but it depends on your particular situation. Like, let's say you've got other credit card debt. Are you better off paying this money to pay off your credit cards, or are you better off paying it to lower your mortgage rate? In another case, maybe you're staying in your house for 30 years and you have no other debt, and it's worth it for you to buy down rate. But the overall concept is you need to understand what the rate costs. Okay, the next factor is, when you're shopping for rate, you're not seeing the complete picture, because par rate is considering ideal scenario, like 760 credit score, putting 40% down. That's the rate most people advertise. There are pricing adjustments based on the biggest pricing adjustment is usually credit score. There's also adjustments for how much you're putting down. So basically, if you want to get the best rate, it's not about calling 10 dealerships and seeing where you get your Camry the cheapest. It's about going to somebody early on in the process that can help you understand how to improve your credit score so you have less adjustments so the rate is lower. And another thing a lot of people don't understand is this does not just mean somebody with low credit. The top tier of mortgage qualification is 760 plus mortgage model score. If somebody goes from 740 to 760, it's a fairly significant. You pay less mortgage insurance, and you also pay less pricing adjustment. So just because you believe your credit score is to be high, let's say your score is 725, that's not a bad score, it's high. But if I could show you how to get to 760, that will be better than shopping for 10 dealerships when your score was 725, if that makes sense. So going to somebody early that can help present yourself to be less risk to the lender or to the people borrowing you the money, that's how you save money. That's how you get the lowest rate you can. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to do a Zoom meeting and go over your personal scenario to see what your options are.